This is a quick navigation overview of the RezExpert system. First of all, you would log in. When you log in, you will automatically come to the grid page. The grid page is where most of the reservation activities occurs. Now, when you land on this page, you may not see all of the page. You may only see the grid, but if you scroll up, you will see the banner for your business. Then you will see a menu which will take you to other areas of the software. Below that is what we call a breadcrumb area, and then you will see a series of panels. Now, clicking on the plus on the panel will expand it. This is if you had a related business. Obviously, I do not have any related businesses. Clicking on the minus symbol collapses that panel. We also have an arrivals departures panel. This is where you can print out your arrivals departures and get more information on certain things. Then we have another panel below that, guest folio. We have a new sale quote panel where you can make sales, and we have a client editor where you can add clients, delete them, and update information. At the very bottom, we have embedded videos. Clicking on the right arrow, you can see how many videos we have. If you click on a video, it brings up a light box and starts to play the video. These are embedded help videos, so if any employees need to have a refresher, they could watch the videos at any time. Also, at the end of each panel, we have a question mark. Clicking on the question mark will bring up the help specific to that panel. As you can see, this help, you can scroll up and down. It's in a PDF. You can zoom in, and you can actually save it to your computer, or you can print it off. Each panel has help on each end. If the question mark is red, it means that that panel does not have any help system to it as yet. Going back to the grid, we look at the different areas within the grid. Now, each panel has what we call Chrome buttons. The Chrome buttons on this panel are located in the action header. Let's start with the calendar tool. The calendar tool, number 1, is used for selecting a date and the number of nights stay to generate a quick quote. So this button, you could select a date in the future and select how many nights you wanted, click on it, and it would bring up a quote tool once you click the submit button. The action header, these are used for accessing common property management functions such as search, reservation quote, guest list, point of sale. The in and out will take you to the arrivals departures panel located below, and then utilities. Then we have a date row section. Now, this date row section displays dates on the grid currently referenced. So as you can see, today's date is highlighted in green, and then we have the rest of the months. At the bottom, we have the quick links to different months. So I could jump through to December quickly. I could also jump through to years quickly. And if I want to get back to today's date, I can click on now, and it'll quickly bring me back to today's date. The previous will take me back 2 weeks, and so the grid is very dynamic. Then we have the unit types, which are located on the left hand side. Just above this, you can see tabs. You may have many tabs or just a few, but the first tab, which is the all types tab, if I click on that, this will give me a view of just all the types with how many are available for a specific date. So as you can see here, there's none available, but the rest of the time there's 6, 7, 8, 10, etc. available. If we click on the all units, this gives me an individual unit view. If I click on the main map, if I had a map, it would show me a map view, and I can actually make reservations from the map, as you can see. Then we talk about the actual grid, and it shows which days are available and which days have been booked and by who. So all the yellow squares are the squares that are empty where the days are available, and I can easily draw a booking, get a reservation quote, the dates are available, and you can also see the costs are available. And then I've already mentioned the date footer at the very bottom. This is where you can jump ahead or back in time very easily using the associated month buttons. I can easily view more things on this grid by just pressing on the CTRL button on my monitor and then the minus tab, and it will zoom out, as you can see. I can come back to the original view by simply clicking on the CTRL button again and then clicking on the 0 button on the keyboard, and it quickly zooms back. This section over here with the number in shows all the reservation pending. Now what we mean by this is all the reservations that have a 0 payment on, and when you click on it, it automatically brings you to the Arrivals Departures panel, to the Pending tab, and it shows the source of bookings and other information. So anytime you see a number in the top left hand corner, that means there are reservations without a deposit on or without any payment. This over here is the RSS feed. This is very important. You should always take a look at the RSS feed because it shows all the latest updates and information regarding RezExpert. When you click on it, it takes you automatically to the newsletter. Please sign up for the newsletter whenever you get a chance, and come here regularly, and it will show the latest enhancements, what we've put into the software, and it's a great way to keep informed. As you can see, it's opened a different tab in the browser, so you can easily click back to the reservation grid so that it doesn't interrupt in your daily processes. So that's just a quick overview of how to navigate on the front pages and throughout RezExpert and what each section of a panel does. Other panels have slightly different action headers, but each action on the action header is related to the function of the panel that it is situated in. That concludes the overview video for RezExpert's navigation.